Welcome to the training video Managing Territory Assignments with Territory Helper. You should have already viewed the video Introduction to Territory Helper. This video will demonstrate how to assign new territories to and return completed territories for congregation publishers. This lesson will take about 8 minutes to complete. This demonstration assumes all publishers who would request territory are already in the system. If this is not the case, make sure an account is created for the publisher. See the Territory Servant or Congregation System Administrator for assistance. To assign territory to publishers who approach you in person, you would log onto the Territory Helper website using your email and your password for this application. Your default page will be the My Territories tab. On the top of the page, click on the Territories tab. Use the zoom functions to view details of the territory map as needed. On the left-hand side, you will notice that all territories have been divided into territory types or towns, not including the apartments or the test type. We have Brentwood, Forest Hills, Nashville, and Oak Hill. These towns are also color-coded on the map. Select a territory by either expanding the selections on the left-hand side or locating the territory in the map and clicking on it to select it. If selecting the territory on the left-hand side from the list of territories, click on the desired entry and select the icon that looks like an arrow in the box. In the resulting dialog box, start to type the name of the publisher. The system will automatically match the name of the publisher to what it has in its database. Click on the date to change it if necessary, then click on Assign button. The system will automatically send an email notifying the publisher of the assignment. The system will also send an email to the Territory Servant regarding the assignment. Note that once a territory is assigned, the icon with the arrow now points downward, indicating it is assigned and can only be returned. Optionally, print out the territory by clicking on the print icon of that territory. Follow the guidelines in the Introduction to Territory Helper video for more information on printing. Note that double-clicking the territory entry on the list will locate and center the territory in the map. You can also click on the icon that looks like 3 horizontal lines to select any of the options we have previously discussed. You can also assign territory by clicking on the territory in the map and then right-clicking the mouse button again and selecting Assign. Afterwards, the procedures are the same as when selecting from the list. Remember, you can click on the territory once to select it, and then again to see if it is assigned or not. To view house markers and do not call houses in the territory map, click on the gear icon shown on the right-hand side of the map and make sure the checkboxes do not show do not calls and show house markers are both checked. Also note on the map, there is an icon that looks like a fat filter on the right-hand side. Click on the filter icon to view all tags or characteristics that have been defined by the Congregation System Administrator. Select only the desired characteristics to see only territories that match those characteristics. For example, click on the Clear button to clear all selections. And then check only the boxes for Show Unassigned and Show Hilly or excessive numbers of stairs. This will display only the territories that fit those characteristics. Additional tags or characteristics can be added by the Territory Servant or Congregation System Administrator. Please note this is a new feature and none of the territories except that in the demonstration have tags. This is a feature that we use in the future but is introduced here. On the top of the web browser window, click on Assignments. Expand each territory type or town to see all assignments. In this example, you can see that our test territory has been assigned to a publisher. The date of the assignment is shown as the first date listed on the record. Now, there are several ways to check in or return a territory. A publisher may check in or return a territory on their own by logging onto the system directly. The date of the return will be visible under Assignments. It will be the second date listed in the record. You can manually check in the territory by going to the Assignments page, locating the record, and clicking on the Return button. Thereafter, you can select a date of return if desired. You can also check in the territory by clicking on the Territories tab at the top, locating the territory on the list in the left-hand side, and clicking on the icon with an arrow, which should be pointing downward, indicating that it has been assigned and can only be returned. In the resulting dialog box, add notes if desired, and click on the Return button. You can also view quick statistics of the congregation territories by clicking on the Dashboard menu tab at the top. You can view statistics over various time periods by clicking on the drop-down list over here and selecting the desired time period. You can also see the number of territories that have been assigned, unassigned, and completed over the designated period of time. The tables below also show useful information concerning which territories have been unassigned the longest, which has been assigned recently, and which have been out the longest. This information can easily help you locate territories that have not been worked for a while, as well as follow up on overdue territories. There are other useful features that can be located by clicking on the question mark icon on the upper right-hand side of the web browser window. Here you can access the online help, view who is currently assigned the role of territory servant in the system. There can be multiple brothers assigned to this role. After completing all assignments, you would log out of the application by clicking on your name at the upper right-hand side of the web browser window and selecting Log Out. This concludes the video, Managing Territory Assignments with Territory Helper. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to the Territory Servant or the Congregation System Administrator.